What's up, guys? It's Lunatic Dad and the kitty. Say hi, Goliath. What are you gonna do? You gonna be camera shy? You gonna be camera shy? This is just little. Watch what this cat does. I'm not. I'm not kidding you. Watch this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my head back. Watch this. Come on, do it, stupid.
5-second coffee.
What are you doing?
Your morning coffee.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Delicious, comforting.
He'll do it.
I've got a third, fourth cup. Your stomach might not feel so good. If that sounds like you.
Mine don't make a liar out of me now.
With 5-hour energy, it's perfect.
Come on now.
Coffee that. Coffee in the morning.
Come on.
5-hour energy after.
Yeah, give the damn cat a 5-hour energy.
Discover 5-hour
Do it.
energy.
What are you doing? Oh man, the kitty and dad made a part together. Give me a hell yeah. Yeah, I'm just sitting back relaxing after yesterday's freaking debacle and everything else. But that's alright. That's what dad does. Sometimes people don't like it. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. Hey, I wanted to tell you a little story. I was up on, D-Live watching a little bit of, a streamer, a person that I know quite well and everything else. Had this one big supporter. They gave a ton of lemons to such channel and everything else. And they actually said on the election, up on January 6th, that it never happened. Can you believe that shit? And the person that was on the channel actually turned around. Okay, all right. Okay, you love me, I know. And the person on the channel actually didn't even correct it or anything. Military person and everything. If you're in the military and everything else, how can you deny what you've seen and everything else? There were people that got hurt and everything. People that actually came there, like that one lady who lost her life. Even though she should never been there, she would have never have lost her life and everything else. But on the flip side of it, there was a lot of law enforcement got very injured and hurt and everything else. And for the people that think that it never happened or is over exaggerated, I don't know what fucking world you live in. If you live up on Mars, Jupiter, or whatever the fucking Saturn, or maybe on Pluto, or whatever the fuck that you went ahead and lived on and stuff. How can you sit there and say that shit never happened? I mean, I get it, political stuff and everything else, but come on now. Come on. People's lives ended that day and everything else. It's very bad injuries to law enforcement and everything else. And regardless what affiliation you are, you can't, as an American, say that is okay behavior. Otherwise, we might as well be a third world fucking country. What do you think, kitty? What do you think? You agree? You agree? What do you think? Yeah, he might agree, but he just ain't meowing. Normally, this cat is like all over me and shit. Seriously, I mean, he's my buddy. He's my buddy. I love my kitty. Well, I love pussy. What? What did I just say? No, you're a dude. That's not possible. Anyway, so, the only thing I can say to anybody or whatever the case would be that doesn't believe, about up on in January, come on now. Come on. I mean, I get political shit and everything else. I get it that, there's so many polywana damn crackers and everything else. And I always say that. The only reason why I say it is because they're just going to re-say what the politicians want you to say. And, after a while, when I see that actually on live streams and the person who's streaming doesn't even have the balls to try to, straighten that out. And you served in the military. You served in the military. So what you seen, your eyes were correct. I would have stopped that. But when you got big donators or whatever the case may be that donate to your channel and everything, sometimes people who are out there, they're afraid to, put that shit in check and everything else. They just let free willy. I get it, free speech and everything else. But at the end of the day, guys, I mean, what happened to American integrity? What happened to our integrity about the truth and justice for all? Have we forgotten that first word, truth, and everything else? I'm sorry. The only thing I'm going to say is I really believe in my heart of hearts, Trump is guilty, and he is not a very good person. And mind you, Dad voted for him the first time, so before anybody ever says well, you know, Dad, then you go Biden, Dad's going Biden. I'm not voting Biden either. Huh? That's the even more funnier fucking part about this whole damn deal. But like I said, the cat agrees with me. That's why he's calm right now. Otherwise, he'd be eating me if he disagreed. But and by the way, his name is Goliath. That's Goliath. This is Dad, David and Goliath. How you doing, buddy? Shut up. Anyway, the only thing I could say, what I truly believe in my heart of hearts, is if America is going to go ahead and stand up for itself and bring back the integrity, we got to stop just going ahead and just believing whatever the politicians put out there. And also, did you hear about this with the Republican Party? Come on now, everybody's got to sign a thing in Florida, okay? That whoever wins it, that everybody must support it. There were a couple de factos that did not sign it. And Donald Trump did not even sign it yet. DeSantis didn't sign it. Now, mind you, everybody knows that Dad is leaning heavily to DeSantis. But if he continues to cower down to Trump and don't take that fucker on as hard as he can, that's the only way you're going to beat Trump. If you cower down to him and everything else, his supporters will find you as being weak. Believe it or not. Hey. Whoa. Wow. You see that cat guy got the hell out of here and everything else since I started talking about Trump. He's like, nah, I ain't want nothing to do with that. No, I don't. I do firmly believe you're in Lunatic Dad's Lounge right now. I'm going to call this the day of lounge where I just kick back and relax and everything else. But don't sit there and tell fucking me that if you lose an election or whatever, that the whole party, they say that it's all got to be united. What happens if you don't believe in what that person is spewing? What happens if you don't believe in what they want to do as president and everything else? You still got to back it? There you go. See? The Republicans probably want a fucking cracker. Democrats, same shit. You need a damn independent. And as I said before, neither party won't be able to do shit at all unless us independents straighten both their bitch asses out. Publicans, I call them pubicons. Let's start calling them the pubicons. That's what Lunatic Dad's going to start calling the Republicans. The pubicons. And the Democrats, we'll call them the dummycrats and everything else. But I can honestly say, you know what? It's time for people to realize what they've seen on January. Come on now. And everything else. Quit denying it. But like I said, I seen it on social media on DLive. It inspired this video of Dad because that person is not just the only person that's ever denied it and said it didn't happen and everything else. But if your eyes see what your eyes see, your heart feels what your heart feels, but your motherfucking brain got twisted and all of a sudden it never happened. I'm going to tell people this. Like I said, we're going to call this Lunatic Dad Lounge. Put down some questions down below or topics you want Dad to go ahead and cover and just talk about it and everything else. I want you to go ahead and do that for Dad. So, hey, on the next one, remember, keep it real. Oh, fuck, no, that's Boomer D's thing. No, he already copies a lot of my stuff anyway up on DLive, but that's okay. He's got the fire and everything else and all that stuff. Just fucking with you, Boomer. Anyway, so the only thing I want to say to each and every one of you, have your own brain, have your own thought processes, and don't let people go ahead and dictate to you what you should and should not support. Dad's supporting whatever he wants to support. You support what the hell you want to support. Don't let these damn politicians go ahead and trying to go ahead and mix you up and everything else. Listen, stand up, be a real fucking American as Lunatic Dad. A real American that I don't let these bullshit ass, punk ass politicians, hey, politicians, hopefully term limits come so we can get you the fuck out of office and everything else. Politicians, term limits. Let's do it. Term limits, I'm all for that. That way you ain't got lifelong damn politicians going ahead and telling us what to do and everything else, and then by the time it already gets to our great-grandchildren, they're still in fucking office. I don't give a shit. Give me a hell yeah if you agree with me. Anyway, I will talk to and smell you guys later. Have a happy Saturday up at Lunatic's Lounge. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Peace. What the fuck? Damn thing don't go off.